Hey guys, this is Karthika Kantwal from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. But before we move on to what's new for tomorrow, out of all the trades that we had discussed yesterday, today was a good day. We had a lot of targets on the equity side, and even more so when I talk about the indices, Bank Nifty in particular went exactly as per the zones that we had planned. I personally managed to catch about 300 points, and I hope you guys ended up in the green side of things too. Now let's move on to the charts for tomorrow's trading session, starting with the first one on the equity side that we have is PEL, Piramal Enterprises. This one we are going to go for a long at 12.15. That is a strong demand zone. If you remember, we had taken a long trade previously at this point here. Now this is a very strong support level for PEL. It also has a psychological aspect to it with the big level of 1200 being close by. So today too it has received a very strong bounce from that point, and it also happens to be the nearest swing point. So multiple confirmations for that level. Hence we are going to go long at 12.15, stop loss at 1200, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to MFSL. MFSL we are going to go for a short position. If you look at it, it has made it is in a downward channel. But if you look at the angle of the trend line, then it seems to be preparing for a breakout, because the difference between the swing lows is not really as much, and the move that dragged it to its recent swing low is not that strong either. So we are going to go for a short position at 607, stop loss at 615, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next one that we have on the list, Oro Pharma. Now Oro Pharma, we are going to go for a short trade. It strongly has broken the psychological support that it had at 800 very decisively. It has torn down through that level. So we are going to go for a short at very same swing point. It also happens to be a demand turn supply zone now, and a big psychological resistance on its way upside. So we are going to go for a short position at 800, stop loss at 810, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Next that we have is Bharat Forge. Now Bharat Forge 2, we are going to go for a short position. As you can see on the chart, it has been a support level in the past at 460, 455. So we're going to go for a short position. It also had a previous rejection at this point, and the up move that we have at this point seems to be a retracement of this big lower low swing leg that we had before. So we're going to go for a short position at 460, stop loss at 465, ideal targets 1% on the downside. The next one that we have is Lupin. Lupin 2, as you can see, clear lower low, lower high structure lightning pattern has been formed. Simple trade idea is to go for a short at the previous swing point, which happens to be at 1050. Stop loss at 1062, ideal targets 1% on the downside. The next, SR Transfin again, role reversal, very simple trade. We had a support or demand zone at 632 to 636. So that is strongly broken on the downside today. So we're going to go for a short position on SR Transfin at that very level. Short at 636, stop loss at 644, ideal targets 1% on the downside. The next, Escorts. Now Escorts, we're going to go for a short position in this one too. As you can see, similar was the case with, I believe, Lupin, right? This big lower low, lower high formation. This one do big lower low swing leg. This seems to be a retracement, or it could be a miniature higher high, higher low formation within the previous swing leg. But whichever case it is, we're going to go for a trend friendly pattern here, trade here. We're going to go for a short at 1250, stop loss at 1265, ideal targets 1% on the downside. The next that we have is Just Dial. Now Just Dial, we have taken this trade multiple times in the past, short at 370. The same trade is going to be carried over for tomorrow. Short at 370, stop loss at 375, ideal targets at 1%. Now if you have any different outlook on any of these 8 trades for tomorrow, let us know in the comments below. Maybe we can correct our analysis, or well, we simply might have a bet for tomorrow's trading session, who knows. Coming on to the indices for tomorrow's trading session, starting with Nifty. As usual, now Nifty, it has multiple levels. There is a support or a base that is built at 11,000, a previous level which I have not drawn on the charts today, but I'll just draw it for you. Wait. Now that is exactly the point from where it bounced off, and it has been respected very nicely. So for tomorrow we have a fixed range on Nifty. This is a very old demand zone, so it's still valid though. So tomorrow we have a range of from 1150 to 11130, which is about 80 points range. If this zone is broken on the upside, then we can expect Nifty to touch back 11200, 11230. If it is broken on the downside, or if this supply zone that the price has closed at is not being sustained, we can see it falling back to 1150, 11,000 as well. But break of 11,000 seems really tough. And to be honest, from the option chain, Nifty seems to be prepared for a up move tomorrow, because there has been significant call and winding in all strikes, starting from 11,300 to all the way till 11,900 ish. Whereas on the put side, there have been put additions. But talking from a support resistance perspective from the option chain, we have immediate resistance at 11,200 with 1.7 million added contracts. Significant at 11,300 with 865,000 added contracts. On the support side, we have immediate at 11,100. 574,000 added contracts. Significant support at 11,000 with 780,000 added contracts. So this range between 11,100 to 11,200, both of which have pretty hefty additions, can give you a smooth 100-120 points move either side, जो भी break होता है. The PCR has been declining. It was above 9 yesterday and today it's at 0.89. So the option buyers, if you look at the recovery that Nifty had in the last session, maybe that's what led them to buy more calls than they bought yesterday. But it is definitely not as bearish as it was. So for tomorrow, I would like to go for either longs above 11,175, 180 or longs near 1150, 1160. Depends on the candle formation near these two price points. Moving on to my favorite index, Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty, I have drawn a couple of trend lines, small ones, simple phase analysis lines and nothing too complex. If you want to understand how these work, then check out the video that I made on phase analysis. The link is probably going to be there at the end of this video. If not, you can check out the playlist from the channel details. Now for tomorrow, I have a distinct range of 21,050, see like all the way till 21,250. 250 point का range है. Broken on the upside should take us another 200 points up till 21,400, 21,450. Broken on the downside should take us another 200 points down all the way till 2,800. That is exactly where Bank Nifty took a bounce off from. It was the option chain ka significant support, and it certainly gave a very good support bounce. Now talking about the option chain for Bank Nifty tomorrow's, we have resistance at 21,300, very close, with 236,000 added contracts. Significant resistance at 21,500 with 164,000 added contracts. On the support side, we have immediate support at 21,000 with 34,000 added contracts, and significant support at 2,800, same with 150,000 added contracts. The PCR for BNF is also in less bearish when compared to yesterday's, which was at I believe 1.11 if I'm not wrong, or 1.16, something like that. But today it is under 1, so it is relatively speaking less bearish than it was yesterday. So for tomorrow, Bank Nifty I would like to go long anywhere near 21,100. Stop loss going under the previous swing low, or whatever entry point I'm getting. If it's a breakout trade, I would like to go long about 21,300. Of course, open breaks do not count. We had a gap open zone break today and it fell and then again went up, so that does not count. But let's see. For tomorrow, I am definitely looking to go long on Nifty, and for Bank Nifty, it's more or less of a neutral stance. Depending on the candle structure, I will initiate a trade. It's the monthly expiry, guys, so be doubly cautious as you would be on regular expiries, because the move that you have can be very confusing but very rewarding if traded the correct way. Now these are all the charts that I had to discuss with you guys for tonight. I hope you have been liking the daily analysis videos. Now I hope you have a really good, green and equally exciting trading session tomorrow. As usual, for all of these charts, you can check out the Telegram channel @ApexFinServe. We have also started uploading the equity charts on Instagram, so you can definitely check out there @ApexFinServe, same user ID everywhere. And another thing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment something nice and press that bell notification icon so that you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. Bye.